What I learned from my very first TikTok live shop show. Okay, let's take it all the way back to the very beginning. Before TikTok Shop was even a thing, before any of the fancy graphics, low overlays, or even operator support, I did my first TikTok live show over 3 years ago, and it was a lot. I'm talking about literally sweating bullets on the live, total chaos. But today, I want to take you through that moment, what went wrong, and most importantly, what I learned that made me better. This was years ago, and I just relocated to LA from North Carolina. I moved out during the pandemic, and I said, you know what, NC is not for me. My dreams and passions were still music, acting, singing, modeling, and I said, there's nothing in NC for me. I must move back. And I saw a casting. One of the first jobs I seen was for a QVC style wig influencer show. So I thought, wait a minute, wigs, hair, love it. I thought that it would be great for me. I love being on camera, the acting, modeling. It kind of sounds like something that would work for me. And being an influencer for Rasta-free braids and fashion source wigs, it seemed like it should be something that I would have fun doing. I did a virtual interview where I sold a product on camera, and that led to an in-person meeting in Culver City. I was so excited, even more so because it was a female-owned and operated company. So I thought, wait a minute, this is perfect for me. I really want to get into this field. But I figured it would be a quick meet and greet, a little talking here and there, and then go from there. Little did I know, I was going to go live that same very day for a whole entire hour. No preparation, no scripting, no training, nothing, right? Just a rack of wigs and me just talking about them the best that I could. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. Prior to that, I was doing entertainment live on TikTok, so I knew how to engage with customers a little bit. I knew how to be on camera and talk for hours at a time, but shopping live was totally different, and I had it in when I first did my live. They asked me to go live for an hour, and I wasn't prepared, but I was like, okay, let me do this. Okay, I really want to get into this, so I thought, wait a minute, let me put my thoughts together and let me grab myself together and let's do this. But mainly, I was eager and excited to learn more about this industry. But I was nervous. But I thought I can handle this. I've been through so many different things in my life, career-wise, from auditioning, rejection, all of that. So I thought, okay, this is going to be something that I totally can do. The second they hit go live, the comments just started rolling by. Now, this was the time when it was all about beauty and a lot of wig lives. And of course, like I said before, I know about wigs. I love wigs and I wear wigs, but this was totally different, okay? I had to take the wigs off, put them on, show them, comb them, brush them, talk about them in real time. But I panicked a little bit inside because that's what most hosts do when they don't know what to do. I started rushing. I was rushing. I was grabbing wigs, switching too fast, not really explaining anything. And I didn't talk about the why. Why this wig matter, why this color would look great on you, what could you wear it with, what the benefit was, and what the problem that the wig would actually solve for you. I had no pacing, no storytelling, no engagement strategy at all. And I was reaching, not hosting. And I knew that in that moment that something wasn't quite right. There was a disconnect. And I was filling in for a host that wasn't there that day. So I felt that. People wanted to see the other girl that was, normally on that live, which totally understand. But that was a humbling moment for me in that time, because even though I had on-camera experience, love acting, love modeling, singing all of my life, this was a whole different thing, a whole different way of entertainment. And I had to make sure that I learned about it in real time. But what I didn't do right was not prepared. I wasn't prepared because I didn't know I was going to go live that day. But the lesson is always be prepared, no matter what. Hone into those skills that you learned in other areas, like for me, the singing, acting, and modeling. Be prepared mentally, and I wasn't really prepared fully. I lacked the structure. I didn't have any script, no plan, no key talking points, any of that, and they didn't even allow me to have any of that. And nor did I even ask. I didn't ask because I didn't think that it is something that I needed for a quick little hour. My pacing was totally off and I rushed through the products instead of giving viewers the time to engage with me and me the time to engage back with them. I didn't know how to engage. I wasn't saying follow or thank you so much for the love. I wasn't, explaining or guiding the conversation in any way, shape, or form. I didn't even demo the products fully or even explain the benefits clearly. Now, even though it's wigs and there's, some people may think, well, there's not a lot to say about wigs, but trust me, along the way, when I've learned how to do this thing, there's plenty of things to say about even a notebook. I wasn't selling an experience. I was just showing items one by one by one. And I was barely showing that. But here's how I got better. For me, scripting is the core, is the foundation. I started studying live sellers and shopping platforms. I started watching more TikTok live shows. Again, before this, I had no idea about TikTok live shopping at all, okay? I wanted to get into it and study it more because I'm like, wait a minute, this is a field that is booming, it is growing, and I see the potential, right? And just like I studied the greats when it comes to singing, I studied Motown, I studied many of the great singers and performers that I love, like 3 Degrees and Isaac Hayes and Curtis Mayfield and all of these people that I love in modeling. I had to start seeing this field as an opportunity as well, a new way to entertain and not just, oh, hey, I'm looking for a job and this is a day gig for me. I learned the importance of scripting, not word from word, but the flow, the intro, the product features, personal stories, and call to actions. And these are the fundamentals when it comes to live selling, just like do, re, mi, fa, la. So is for singing. We need to know the basics. And I started to understand the why behind the product. Viewers just don't want to see it. They want to know what it can do for them. How can it solve a problem? And how can I help you understand that I'm here to help you solve this issue that you're having now? I built my confidence by going live more often. I really dug deep into this industry. I wanted to learn more, so I applied for other jobs and end up working here, working there, and then really landed my feet 2.5 years ago when I really learned the importance of going live on TikTok. I found my voice and personality on camera, and I leaned into storytelling, humor, and real-time engagement. And I always come prepared, right? Even now to this day, I'm a lead host manager at my job at the Geeky Greens. We shop live. And one thing that happens with TikTok Live, just like it happens in the business, things are always changing. Always be prepared. But I say these things to say to you that this is a field that is just an extension of acting and modeling and the entertainment world. And it's booming so much so that there's so many brands and people that have products that are going towards TikTok Shop before even having their own official, or they're paying attention and focusing a little bit more on TikTok Shop because it is a way that everyone is going towards and shopping now. My first live show wasn't perfect at all by any means, but in fact, it was kind of a mess if I look back on it. Wow, what a journey. But the beauty of it is in the journey. Every bombed live, every awkward pause, every missell taught me something. And now I get to help others avoid the same issues and mistakes that I made. So if you're just starting out in live selling, don't be afraid to sweat a little. That is how you grow. And I am proof of that. You got this.